Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on, I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of abusing this deer. I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex are her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting our time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix of Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. And none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Oh, good move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mariota. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
A former Volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit. Gun.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. Oh, able to avoid him. And a nice spin into some open field. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Safarian Jenkins has it. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making it easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jackson. "43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A good pickup there of 22. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They go play action. Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Suckup will put this one right through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Throwing is Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Mariota. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So, line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Mariota again. And avoids the contact by sliding. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. This is Lewis. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And that might be Titan football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mariota now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they were able to give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone!
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Mariota. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. Blue 18. 1-1.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep, right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Detroit!
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. Room here to run. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
They'll look to throw here. Being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now. 319! Watch him now, Barney!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a third and about 13. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Third and long here for Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll look to throw. Brought in over the middle by Graham. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriots. Gun.
He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Gun. Now let's go. 319.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Over!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki with time running out. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Mariota now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
One.
From the gun, Mariota forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, you better. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look, yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like $1 million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke for way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take the very out of. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, looking clean. There's places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might frisk me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.